on set is Abdullah Al-Ataba, the editor-in-chief of the Al-Arab newspaper and manager of the Qatar Press Centre. Thank you very much indeed for coming on set with us here at Al Jazeera. We've been hearing certainly from these two meetings being held in Mecca in Saudi Arabia, significant pressure being placed on Iran, and that pressure really has been upped, has it not, with this communiqué from the GCC?
Thank you for having me. Actually, what we are seeing now is there are many conflicts in the region right now. We have war in Yemen. We don't need more wars. And Qatar is trying to be playing the wisdom role with Oman plus Kuwait to have the peace in the region. And that's why the Emir of Qatar appointed the highest person in the government, Prime Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser, to attend this summit and to work with our partners, Arab partners, to make sure that there is no escalation, no more wars in the region, because it doesn't serve the nations of the GCC, the nations of the Gulf, the people of the Gulf. It doesn't serve anyone. So Qatar showed its goodwill to help and to play a good role to downplay this game, which doesn't even serve the American or West interest, because this is the region where 40% of the energy being exported to the world. So we don't want more wars in the region. That's why Qatar the Emir of Qatar sent Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser to play a good role on this summit.
But with the statement that has come out from this communique, and we're still getting a translation and details through, the statement is still accepting, though, that there are threats from Iran. And as we were hearing from Hashim Al-Bara, that this does put significant pressure on Iran, and we're heading towards more tensions in this conflict, not less.
Qatar is trying to play a good role. Qatar believes that United States has the right to renegotiate the nuclear deal between Iran and the 6 countries, 5+1, and in the same time it's against placing sanctions against Iran or any other countries, especially that Qatar is facing sanctions, because since we have the Gulf crisis, we don't accept more people to suffer. We don't want the Iranian people to suffer. And we believe that, I believe that Qatari government wants to have a good negotiation between the US administration and the government of Iran to reach to an agreement. We understand that there are some other rules that United States would like to change, but this only happening by negotiation, not the other way.
And how likely do you think it is that we'll start seeing some negotiation between the two parties here, which is, of course, Iran and the United States?
I think that even Mr. Trump, the President of the United States, is showing that he is willing to negotiate with the Iranians. He said, I don't want to change the regime, which is the opposite of other parties want to change the regime. And I believe that there will be an agreement between both parties in the end of this tension.
Well, we can but hope. Let's turn now to Qatar's role, especially, because this was very, as you were saying earlier, this is very significant that we've had the Prime Minister of Qatar going to Mecca, going to Saudi Arabia, and as Hashim was saying earlier, this could suggest that there may be a détente between Qatar and the blockading countries. Do you think this could be on the cards, that we could see a coming together of the differing parties on this?
When we go back a few months ago, we had a summit in Riyadh for GCC. The Emir didn't attend, didn't send the Prime Minister. He could also use same level of presentation, but the goodwill that he is showing an appreciation and respect to the Emir of Kuwait mediation, and that's why he sent such high top person. I hope that we will see something significant from their side. I hope that they will appreciate what Emir of Qatar is showing to the world and showing to them. Since day one, Qatar called for negotiation. We could sit together and negotiate whatever you want. It doesn't mean that you are weak, you are winner, because everyone is losing. And the Emir of Qatar said that many times. And the only way to solve issues in the region or between Qatar and its neighbor is by negotiation. So I hope that we will see a significant positive acts from their side. I hope that the blockade against the people and separating families will be stopped very soon.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts, Abdullah Al-Adba, joining us on set. It's great to get your thoughts on this. Let's bring you some more breaking